I'm Bob from Kithkin and recently employed by EMP.
Alright, welcome to Yellingham.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming out, yeah.
Yeah. So, the crowd was like really responsive tonight. Is it always like that?
I mean, I always hope it is. Bellingham is like our favorite place to play. We've always, like, whenever we play here, it's always been super fun because everybody here is always super enthusiastic to dance, so we keep coming back because they keep seeming to like it, so.
Was it like that at South by Southwest?
Definitely not like this. That would be ridiculous. It was really awesome, though. We got pretty lucky with our shows. We played 8 shows in 5 days. We had a few that were really awesome. I think people seemed to like it, even if they hadn't heard it before, which was almost everybody. So yeah.
So why did you decide to play Yellingham?
We played last year, and we played Bellingham for the first time like 2 years ago at the old foundry that used to be here, and we're like best friends with Toby, who helps run it. So we just always we can't not play Bellingham for Yellingham, so it's our favorite.
So how do you think your music has progressed since Sound Off, and where do you think it's going?
Oh man, I think we've definitely gotten better. Just because that was like our second or third show ever as a band. So yeah, since then we've just learned to play our instruments better, especially, and we've just grown together, and we're definitely just hopefully writing more mature music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your creative process like to write a song?
Usually Kithkin and Ian, the bassist and drummer, they'll write it and then bring it to Alex and I, and then the four of us will kind of all mess around with the skeleton of the song that they have, and we just have to make sure that it's you can dance to it and it's catchy, and if we can make it as weird as possible while keeping it dancey and catchy, then we've succeeded.
What have you guys been listening to lately?
Definitely a lot of psychedelic music. We listen to this band Goat a lot,
yeah,
who we love. Who else? We all kind of listen to different things. I'm super into older music. I love Bruce Springsteen and gospel music and stuff like that. And Kelton's really he listens to a lot of African drumming and a lot of rhythmic things. And Alex loves he's just a child of the '90s and loves Built to Spill and Modest Mouse. And Ian loves 70s psychedelic music. So is
that where you think the whole rhythmic interest came from?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even before we were together, we've all just loved dancey, rhythmic music, so we just try to make sure we can get that in there.
So how's the Northwest, living in the Northwest, influenced your music?
It definitely has. I think a lot in big ways, Built to Spill and Modest Mouse. We definitely we've just stolen guitarists from them, and we definitely Cascadia is our thing, so all we pretty much talk about are trees and how they're awesome and how we need to keep trees around, and how most of our songs about tree spirits living amongst trees, and yeah, so that's definitely that's just the Northwest. Yeah. Doug firs, it's all about Doug firs.
Yeah. So as you know, in June the EMP is doing the Women Who Rock exhibit.
Oh right, yeah, I'm super stoked on that.
Yeah. So if you had to pick one? Who is your favorite women rock group or individual artist?
Oh man, I mean, they are from the Northwest, and I do love Heart. Heart is awesome, and Sleater Kenny, easily Sleater Kenny and / Wild Flag are just the goddesses of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carrie Brownstein is ridiculous.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else to add?
No.